Have you ever finished a powerful fast only to find yourself suddenly dealing with strange attacks, unusual temptations, emotional lows, arguments at home, or unexpected setbacks? Many believers don't realize that the enemy often waits until after a fast to unleash some of his strongest counterattacks. Satan hates spiritual acceleration, renewed purity, and sharpened discernment, so he fights hardest when he senses you've gained ground. Fasting is a spiritual fast track. It pushes you forward faster than prayer alone, and the enemy knows that if you maintain that momentum, you become a real threat to his plans. By the end of this video, you'll understand 7 major reasons these attacks come and how to protect the spiritual progress you just made so it produces lasting transformation. Even Jesus didn't meet the devil before his fast. The enemy confronted him afterwards. That alone should tell you something.
Reason number 1. Satan fears what you received during the fast. When you fast, you're not simply going without food. You are receiving divine instructions, fresh anointing, and heavenly assignments. What's deposited in you during a fast is spiritual equipment meant to elevate your life. Satan knows that if you walk out with these new spiritual resources, his grip over you and your family is finished. So he tries to distract you immediately. He wants your focus on sudden problems instead of the breakthroughs God just placed in your spirit. Your fast also destroys long-standing chains and systems of bondage. Isaiah 58:6 says, God's fast breaks the bands of wickedness. These bands aren't just ropes. They are complex demonic structures built over years. The enemy invests time and demonic strategy into building strongholds. But your fast tears down what took him years to create in only days. That infuriates him. What you feel after the fast is often the enemy's scrambling to salvage what has already been destroyed. He tries to intimidate you into thinking nothing changed, but the yokes are broken. If you get distracted, you risk losing what you just gained. Satan never attacks someone empty. He saw the spiritual deposit God placed in you and is terrified it will manifest. He also knows you may now help set others free, and he wants to silence your testimony before it spreads.
Reason number 2. He wants to steal your revelation. Fasting clears your spiritual senses. You hear God more clearly, receive direction, correction, and fresh revelation. Satan doesn't always know what. God showed you, but he knows you received something powerful. Jesus explained in Matthew 13 verse 19 that when the word comes, the enemy tries to snatch it away. This is why after a fast you must write down what God revealed. Pray over it, and start acting on it before life's noise buries it. Reason number 3. He wants to test whether your fast was spiritual or just hunger. During a fast you feel focused, sensitive, and spiritually alert, but those feelings fade. The enemy wants to see if your commitment lasts outside the atmosphere of the fast. So he often tempts you in the very areas you surrendered. Fasting exposes desires. Post-fast warfare tests decisions. Jesus was tempted with bread immediately after fasting because the enemy always attacks where the flesh is loudest. Fasting weakens the flesh, but it doesn't erase it. You still have to say no afterwards. Reason number 4. Your authority increased and hell reacts. Fasting doesn't make God love you more, it positions you to carry more authority. Jesus said in Mark 9 verse 29 that some things only move with prayer and fasting. When you step into that level, demons notice. In the spirit, light exposes darkness. Isaiah 58 verse 8 says your light will break forth like the morning after a true fast. Darkness reacts to new levels of authority. Don't be surprised. It's confirmation that you leveled up. Reason number 5. He hopes you will lose discipline afterwards. Many believers break a fast and immediately rush back into overeating, scrolling endlessly, or drowning themselves in noise. The enemy loves this because it overwhelms the clarity you just gained. 1 Peter 5 verse 8 tells us to stay sober-minded, not swinging from one extreme to another. The day's right after a fast require gentle transitions, not spiritual overindulgence. If Satan can pull you into excess, he can dull your spiritual sensitivity again. Reason number 6. He wants you to fear fasting in the future. Some believers fast and afterward face sudden financial problems, family arguments, or workplace pressure. The enemy wants you to associate fasting with trouble instead of breakthrough. But often those attacks are the last desperate attempts of darkness to hold ground already lost. In Daniel 10, spiritual warfare increased after Daniel fasted, not because nothing happened, but because something did happen. Guard your heart after a fast. Stay steady in prayer. Don't make major decisions from emotional highs or lows. And when attacks come, see them as confirmation, not defeat. Reason number 7. What you do after the fast determines what you keep. Your post-fast behavior determines how much of the breakthrough you walk in. The enemy wants to sabotage your momentum, but you must protect what God gave you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy messages like this, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more powerful encouragement.